What is up, everybody? Welcome back to JAMSports Podcast. We're going to be going over week 2, other than Monday night, and then some other things as well. Um, I just want to know everybody else's reactions to week 2. Starting off, just what do you guys think of week 2? Was it good? Was it bad? We'll go into scores after this, but what did you guys think of week 2 overall?
Are you talking about all the football that was played?
Yes.
The Browns lost, which was hilarious. Other than that, my team good, your team bad. But yeah, some W's were had. Yeah, everyone in the podcast won this week. So yeah,
Yep. And
W's
well,
have been eaten.
technically, the Steelers lost. So
Halfway. We're halfway
technically,
there.
halfway.
Damn,
Whoa.
no skin off my neck.
Hey, fuck
Um,
you. Whoa.
Jack, what'd you think of, you know,
Ugly
week
as
2?
hell.
Agreed.
God. I'm so done watching Mitch Trubisky, and Daniel Jones looked
Is it
better than I
God?
expected last week.
I take Jones over Trubisky.
Looked horrible this week. Oh, I would take Jones over Trubisky too. I was actually like, when people were talking about trading Jones earlier, I was trying to convince Steelers fans that trading for Daniel Jones would not be the worst decision.
Yeah, I listen. If Kiss and Titties came on the Patriots, I'd probably quit my. I can't
Right?
take it.
Did I take Mitch over Mac? No, I'm kidding.
No, you do not. Listen, Mitch is the check down champion, my good sir. Like
No,
you do
he's
not
not the
want
check down
Mitch.
champion. If you spike it in the dirt every time, I wouldn't call you a champion of shit.
Anyway, I thought
Anyway,
week 2 went pretty well. I watched some of the condensed highlights of week 2. Um, let's just get right into the scores. Thursday night, Chargers Chiefs 24-27. Chiefs get the dub. Thoughts? Anybody? I mean, I personally think that the
I heard
Chargers got
Mahomes
robbed in
played out
that
of
game.
his mind.
it was
Mahomes should have
certainly a
got picked
football game.
off. I feel like Mahomes should have got picked off at least twice. At least. But there were some pretty stupid penalties that
Did
were
J.C.
called.
Jackson play?
Yeah. I
Oh,
think so.
didn't he get burned on a play? I heard he got burned on a play.
I don't know if he got burned, but like I just know that Mahomes should have got picked off twice, and some BS penalties got called on the Chargers. So
Yeah, he's
I
not a. Yeah.
and people were saying, "Oh, Patrick Mahomes is like the first quarterback to go like throw this many yards, throw this many touchdowns, and have no interceptions with the first 2 weeks of the season." It's like no, he should have had 2 picks.
It's
Shut up. He should have
that's a
had 2 picks.
combination of luck and skill. Like
Yeah.
you, it is true that he did not get picked off. I mean,
Yeah, but he
that
should
is
have gotten
objectively
picked.
a fact. It's the same thing where last year Aaron Rodgers should not have had as few as he did,
Yeah.
but it happens. Um, and you move on. Like
Yeah.
Daniel Jones threw what should have been a pick six, but at the end of the day, he didn't. And every quarterback makes a questionable throw here and there, and you can still celebrate the things that they do. Like it's not like it disqualifies his performance because of like a dropped pick. Well, in this case, not a dropped pick, but you know what I mean.
The 2 picks being called back by penalty. Yeah.
Yeah. And I
Well,
mean,
you
when there's a penalty, there's always an argument to be made that the play was disrupted. Whether it was a penalty or not, there's at least something that the quarterback can point to as I saw this.
Yeah.
Yeah, I just think when you're messing with, I don't know about the other CB on the Chargers. Someone wants to let me know. But when you have two types of CBs. You have ball hawks and you have lockdown corners. I know for a fact that J.C. Jackson is not the type. Well, he can obviously it's a part of the job, but his preference or like his play style, I guess we'll say, is more of if you give me the opportunity, I will get a pick off you. He's more of an Asante Samuel type of guy, and not like a Darrell Revis sort of I'm gonna lock you down, you're not moving anywhere. So if you told me that there were picks that should have happened, I would totally believe it.
J.C. Jackson is a better Trayvon Diggs. He
Damn.
got less picks, but he certainly didn't give up as many
If you if
yards.
you
So
told me if you told me between getting picks and getting lockdown coverage, I'd probably do lockdown coverage to be honest.
yeah, probably.
Every time.
Yeah.
100%. Next one. I don't know if you guys saw the highlights. I watched the condensed version of this game. Dolphins Ravens.
Oh my
What
god,
a
dude.
crazy game,
Hold on.
man.
Hold on. We need to have a Tua discussion.
Bro, he's actually like a GOAT at this point. Like he's better than Tom Brady, better than no, I'm kidding.
You sound like a Dolphins fan. No,
Oh my
but also
god.
because today, I don't know if y'all saw it, but there was like, once again, there was one of those like things where someone flipped the video of Tua throwing the ball and was like, "Oh my God, he looks so much better like this, guys." And I'm
I
like,
saw that on
he
Twitter.
doesn't. Like he just doesn't.
He
Like in
still
that clip,
underthrew the
every
ball.
every deep ball they show is underthrown by like 5+ yards,
Yeah.
or it's a bad throw where the receiver makes an impressive play.
I
And yes,
can't, dude. I
the
listen.
Dolphins as a team
Yeah.
done everything right. They've put playmakers in there. They run a good offensive scheme with McDaniel. Like Hill and Waddle both make plays. Gesicki has made plays for Tua. But what
Bro,
Tua does not do well is throw the football like one of the elite quarterbacks of the game.
there was a
He just
play
doesn't do that.
Tua threw it
Excuse me.
like in the back of the end zone, and it was like that ball should not have been caught by Gesicki. Bro,
Mhm.
Gesicki went up there, like he climbed the
Mhm.
ladder on that catch, and
It's
like it should not have been caught. Like it should have been overthrown.
And flipping it, like if anything, flipping it shows that his throwing motion just looks awkward from a righty perspective, but that's what happens when you flip a video. Like some things
Yeah.
will look a little bit weird when they're flipped, but like it doesn't make the throw look any better. Like yes, he has an NFL arm. He would not play in the NFL if he actually could throw the ball 30 yards, right?
Yeah.
But he doesn't have like a above average NFL quarterback arm, and he definitely doesn't do a good job of like throwing downfield like for distance.
Mm-hmm.
It astonishes me that Tua still has the. And listen, I have nothing wrong with the guy. Tua seems like a great dude. All right, yeah, Alabama guy under Nick Saban. I get it, right? But his ability to constantly fall upward is astounding to me. He's beaten Belichick every matchup. Don't get me wrong. Like he doesn't fuck around like with us. Like he's balled out. But like I don't. It's astounding. Like
The
but
Dolphins have done exactly what you're supposed to do with a young quarterback. They've surrounded him with everything they can.
yeah.
And I like Tua as a guy. I like the Dolphins as a team. I will
No,
never
I get you.
understand shilling Tua as like some elite quarterback that competes with the guys. Or like I've seen arguments that he has the potential to be up there at like the Mahomes tier eventually, or that there are some things he does that are
Oh,
up at that tier. And I'm like, are you, huh?
come
Are we
on.
watching the same games?
Yeah. I mean,
guys, guys, he's gonna be Russell Wilson. Give him time.
There was that video from like last year where he threw it into triple coverage in the end zone to Gesicki. And Gesicki had to make a very athletic play, and even still, two of the DBs like kind of overran it, and one of them nearly tipped it. And people kept trying to play it off as like this huge, amazing play, and it's like, no, at a point, that's just a bad decision. Like, there's a reason that the NFL account captioned it as like quote unquote Tua just heaves it to the end zone, and it works, right? Like, and they're like, yeah, this is like a Mahomes
Also,
level throw. I'm like, no, that is a Hail Mary level throw.
just what is it? Jaseki? Jaseki? How do you
I say Gesicki. I don't know if that's actually
Gasecki?
how you say it.
Gasecki? Whatever. Well, Mr. Tight End, is it? Listen, all I'm going to say is I've seen Dolphins games because I do get the coverage here in Alligator Land, and I just want to say that he goes under everyone's radar. That guy's a very talented tight end, and I wish he was on our squad. People forget about him, and holy crap, you see that on the I know we're watching the coverage.
Yep.
That's crazy. But
Yep.
yeah, he's such an underrated tight end. It's insane. I see him make awesome catches all the time.
Yeah, Gesicki's a very, very good tight end. Lamar, Ravens let up a 21-point lead.
Common
5-0.
Ravens. That's why you don't fire your DC who runs one of the best defenses in the league year in, year out.
Which
Why
was
did they fire him?
Harbaugh was fighting for his job. Honestly, last year they had like a million injuries, and so the
Mhm.
team kind of struggled. And I think the choice was either Harbaugh goes or Harbaugh manages to point the finger to someone else. And you can't point the finger at Greg Roman with Lamar because Lamar was out, right?
Yeah.
And so I think at the end of the day, you point the finger at Wink. You say, hey, your defense was one of the worst defenses in the league. Ignore that it's because all of your personnel were hurt.
Yeah, they had the
And
highest number of people out because of injury.
yeah. And then you quote unquote mutually part ways. And now his Giants defenses have been playing great. I mean, they've been doing exactly what he did with the Ravens, just a little less blitzing because you have zero the secondary talent.
Oh, I know who you're talking about. When in preseason we played the Giants in preseason,
Everyone complained
and
about how much he blitzed.
yeah, he blitzed like every play, and then I think Belichick said at a I could be wrong, but if I might have dreamed it, but I remember
You're right. He did say something about it.
I
And then they
remember
blitzed.
him saying that, like a quick comment, like, "No, that's just what he does," or something along the lines of that.
Yeah,
Like,
he took a bit of a shot at it, in as much as it's not fair to blitz that much in the preseason. And there's a reason that after Belichick mentioned it, even though I don't think Belichick's intent was to be like, "Yo, this Wink guy's a piece of shit," because they've played each other before.
no, Belichick
I
doesn't have any sort of bone in his body that'll be like he was just no.
no,
If I remember correctly, he was just like, "No, that's just what he does."
yeah, no, but he mentioned it, and so the Giants kind of adjusted and blitzed a bit less for the rest of the preseason, just to have more like normal preseason stuff to kind of be nice to the other team.
His clipboard just says "Get the QB." That's all it says.
No, honestly, like every third down this year, like he hasn't been blitzing much on normal downs, even though I think his blitz rate's technically high because depending on where you look, because sometimes they just count if like a linebacker or a defensive back blitzes, no matter how many rushers there are total. Um, so like they rush for most plays, but every time on third down they send someone and they get home. Like the Giants won the game against the Panthers this week because Julian Love got home for a sack on a third down and killed the drive at the end of the game.
Yeah. Go Giants.
But
Giants
yeah,
moment.
fuck the Ravens. I don't know. I don't really care.
How did Lamar look?
Good.
Good.
They put up a lot of
But
points.
yeah, they put up
He also popped the
38.
fuck off. 80-yard touchdown. Come on.
Yeah, it was like 70 something yards or something.
I will
79.
I hate all
Yeah.
the people, the anti-Lamar dude. I'm such a Lamar fanboy. I love that dude. That dude. I know he has like down games or like I think it was the year we had Cam, so I think it was 2020. I was still in Miami. Um, we played in Baltimore, I think it was, and we played against them. And he had a really, really off game, I would call it a head scratcher, is what you would call it. But then he just goes on and he still lights it up. So I mean, I'm a huge Lamar guy. It's weird seeing the guy and seeing his frame, and he has smaller arms than usual, but he has an absolute rocket of an arm. I love Lamar. I hope he gets his contract.
Yeah, so
You
just letting
better.
you know, for
Onwards.
Lamar, 318 yards passing, 3 touchdowns, 119 yards rushing, 1 touchdown.
Let's freaking get it, boys.
I will say
Uh,
that a lot of those passing yards did come on who was it? Bateman taking a slant to the house.
yeah.
Um so that's not necessarily like a deep bomb, but that still obviously doesn't discredit his
Yeah,
performance.
no, yards are yards. Like I
Yeah.
don't see
Oh yeah.
here.
Yeah.
If you guys want to do, if we have time for it, you guys want to talk about each person's personal team, like if Jack wants to do like talk about his, I think he already talked about the Giants, but if you want to talk about Steelers, and then if you want to talk
I
about
don't want to talk about the
Niners,
Steelers actually.
okay, then I'll talk about it. Don't worry. So
Fuck you.
but
Alright.
first let's get to the MC here. Alex, tell us briefly or as much as you want about you playing the Seahawks.
An absolute massacre is what I'd like to say.
Damn. Damn.
The score should have been 30-0, but they ended up blocking a kick because of a botch snap. So you know, they
Don't
looked
insult my boy Geno Smith like that.
the Seahawks looked god awful on offense. This is how I expected them to play
Oh
week
my
one.
god.
What?
Sorry.
No,
Sorry.
no, I'm
What
watching
happened?
it. That's crazy.
That is the worst missed pass interference call I've seen in a long time. Anyway,
Oh no. Okay. We ended the Trey left in the first quarter. That kind of sucks. I feel really bad for Trey.
And suddenly the
Um,
Niners offense existed again.
yeah, with Jimmy, our offense kind of like
Granted,
came back.
let's not forget that you were begging for Jimmy to come in last week. Begging.
Yeah, I did not
And you
want
got
to.
exactly what you wanted, and it worked.
I'm gonna be honest. I'm gonna be honest. I really like Trey. I think he can be the future of the Niners. But when we have a roster like this, if we are in a win now mode, and it's Jimmy's last season, you can't put Jimmy on the bench. I'm sorry. That offense looked abysmal with Trey Lance. I love him. Yeah, I really hope Trey Lance does really well for us.
Ah,
But
yes,
damn,
Trey
that offense
Lance.
was
5
horrible.
games over 3 years. I'm wishing him luck.
It's actually yeah. It's actually 4 games over 2 years, but whatever.
He'll play one
But
game next year. May's a prophet.
oh no, please don't.
Give
But
give
yeah,
him a pat on the back, dude.
Jimmy came in, scored a touchdown, um, then scored another touchdown, and then scored another touchdown. He didn't play like yards wise. Jimmy wasn't like he passed like 150 yards or something like that. How much? Hold on, let me check. Yeah, 150 yards
Okay.
and a touchdown, and then he ran for a touchdown.
Winning games is what counts.
Exactly. So I don't really care, who scores, but Jimmy had a decent game for coming in the second quarter, and you know, we kind of shunned him from the team. We didn't let him practice with us. We didn't let him play in the preseason, yet he balled out today. Um,
Well, he didn't play because you assumed he was gone, and so you
yeah,
don't make him.
but we didn't
You
even
don't
give him the
make him act
playbook.
like he's. Yeah, well, you don't make him study and act like he's gonna play if you both know that he's supposed to be gone.
That's true.
It's the
But
same reason
like,
that the Giants didn't like a lot of the guys that they ended up getting rid of or were looking for trade partners for, like Bradbury, before
First
he went
name
to the
Ethan.
Eagles. Oh no. Before he went to the Eagles, he was like, I think they were trying to keep him so they weren't having him like not practice for a while so that teams didn't call their bluff on acting like they were trying to keep him. But
mm,
for a while before they ended up cutting him, he wasn't coming to practice. He wasn't being asked to show up for anything because both sides knew that he didn't have a future on the team. And you're not
mm,
going to put your body on the line day in, day out where you don't want to be there and they don't want you there.
yeah,
Also, what is the remember Shannon Sharp couple last year I think told or just on their show said that the average like across the board the average NFL career is I think 2.6 years or something like that.
Yeah.
And
Like
consider
less
that
than the average rookie contract.
yeah, so even though quarterback you're lucky and you can have a long and awesome career, as a rookie it's still very scary. Like even if you're a good rookie, like it doesn't matter. Like pick any name you want, but yeah, it's still very scary to think about. One day you could have a job, and one day you could be Josh Rosen. So it doesn't, it doesn't really. But yeah,
yeah.
I'm wishing Trey Lance all the best. He does have a good arm. He's a cannon.
Well, I mean,
But I don't
terrible
like when you
accuracy
look at the
wise.
listen, you look at the actual numbers. I don't like the fact that he's only played a couple of games over a couple of years. Listen, I'm not gonna personally shit on him. I know we make memes and stuff. But if you look at all the second year quarterbacks, did Justin Fields play an entire year, right?
Yeah. Most
Yeah.
of
Yeah,
it.
so he's
He
got even
Dalton played a bit, but
yeah, so my point being is these second year quarterbacks are getting experience and unfortunately Trey is not. You can say, "Oh, practice camp and stuff." I'm rooting for him. Don't I'm rooting for all the year two quarterbacks. Even Zach Wilson, but like my point is they're getting experience and Trey isn't, and that's the scary part as a 49ers fan, I would say.
Yeah.
yeah.
Um,
So
another
let's
thing I like
talk
to say.
Steelers.
No, hold
Nope.
up. Before that, I'd just like to say Hufanga D's nuts.
Dude, Hufanga's
Dude,
kind
bro,
of that guy.
he's
He is
actually
that
really
dude.
good.
Holy shit.
Like he's actually pretty good.
I,
Um,
I he he's a bad man.
bro, he's actually really
Wait,
good. He
is it halftime for the Buffalo game?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Uh,
Yeah, I was wondering why I'm seeing 2 recordings here, and I'm just like, what the fuck is going on?
Don't worry about it.
But yeah,
Hufanga's
Hmm.
good, bro. Mate, Hufanga is pretty dang good.
All right, so Jack, let me paint you a picture here.
No,
So it's
I don't need this picture painted.
it's the second quarter. There's 33 seconds left.
I don't care what Bob Ross
It's
said.
third
Sometimes
and
there are
3.
mistakes.
Listen, it's 3rd and 3, kind of really important. Usually, I don't see a lot of teams score, all the way right before the half. But there goes my boy Mac Jones without an S. No, like
Joan,
with
yeah.
Mac
Yeah.
Jones, right?
With
And he throws it to, of all people, very surprisingly, Nelson Aguilar, which still, I love Nelson Aguilar, but I was really surprised they didn't throw it to,
me, I know.
um,
On with it.
and he mossed I think it was a safety or a CB, I can't remember the name, but he mossed a DB, and it was really dope. And that's pretty much all. Well, like if you give me 30 seconds, I'll be a realistic Patriots fan with you. You want to go back to like actual podcasting, I'll give it to you guys. Offense still looked kind of bad, not as like, if you want an honest fan's opinion, just like without bias, our
Won that game by
offense,
more than 3 points. That is
yeah.
all.
Our offensive line got better, but it's still pretty bad. Like it got a lot better, but average does not win championships regardless of what team you're on. So I would say it's about average. That's generous. I would say it's a little bit below average. We're getting better. Losing Dante Scarnecchia hurts my bones, but he needs to retire. And I'm happy that he's retired. And then defense looked good. But if you tell me Bill Belichick had a defense that wasn't good, I'm either scared or it's 2017 in the Super Bowl. And yeah, that's special teams was great. Former Patriot Gunnar Oslowski pretty much gave us the dub, which was shocking. I've never seen him drop a punt return, but he's done it last week, the week prior to this game, and this game that happened yesterday.
Good at heart still.
So
He's a traitor. He was sent to dismantle the organization.
it's so many Reddit comments are just like so many funny Reddit comments are just like Gunnar Oslowski walks out to a dark parking lot. Belichick stands in like a black like old messed up car with tinted windows, and he just gives him an envelope and gets back into the car and drives away. Stupid shit like that.
Belichick the Bagman is a good image. He's got the
Um,
outfit for it.
He does. He has plenty of hoodies for it. Lastly, and then we can continue. We play the Ravens. I'm scared. Lamar Jackson is going to sit down at the 50-yard line with a plate, with a fork and a knife, and he might feast us. So I'm scared, but I am optimistic to see what Belichick does. I am a man of Belichick. I love him. Genuinely, I have love in my heart for this man. So hopefully we'll see what we can do, or hopefully our defense holds up. But
Ravens
yeah,
win
that's
4-10.
yeah. Don't let's. I'm not gonna start drinking yet, but just give me some time. But yeah, let's. You said you wanted to, Alex. You said you wanted to do some predictions, correct?
Yeah, so I'm gonna go over the rest of the games really quickly. So we're gonna do this quick, and then
Yep.
we'll go over the predictions.
All right. Yes. I'm guessing that you'll
Jets
go over some
Browns.
games and.
Jets Browns. Just came back in the final minutes. Common Cleveland
Browns
out.
choked.
Fuck the Browns. Commanders, Commies, Lions. The Lions are averaging 35.5 points per game, which is
They have
disgusting.
played the Eagles and the Commanders.
Understood, but they're still
As someone
averaging
who plays
35
those
and a
teams
half.
twice a year, hold your horses before
I
getting
understand
too
Wait,
that.
excited about the
I
Here's the
Lions.
heard
thing,
I
though.
heard that Carson Wentz looked good. He threw for like 300 yards. Am I wrong?
It's a lot easier to throw for 300 yards when you're down 20, like instantly.
Oh, it was like garbage time in the first quarter. Carson Wentz thinks.
Essentially. I mean, they pretended to make it close, but like they were down big early and never emotionally came back.
Carson, do that thing where you throw touchdowns. Remember 2017? He was fine. Just threw it as hard as he could.
Next up is the Colts Jaguars. It's the regular Jaguars.
Yeah.
beating the crap out of the Colts in the Jaguar
Before
Stadium.
Jack got here, we talked about this. If you gave me $50 and you told me that Jacksonville is playing Indianapolis, right?
In
I am going to
Jacksonville.
my next question was, where is the game being held? Because
Right?
numbers. I think someone on Reddit posted yesterday that the past 6 or 7 meetups in Duval have been an L for Indianapolis, and
Dude,
it's not even
insane.
it's not even snake bitten at this point. It's just straight up incompetence. Like,
Yeah,
it's just
no,
bad.
it's so bad. And last year, like it peaked last year, I think. Like with Wentz looking awful, the Colts having a playoff spot on the line,
Clown
and
town.
losing in embarrassing fashion to a team whose fans were wearing clown costumes
Clown town. I remember.
because of how embarrassing their franchise was, and you miss the playoff. The team that beats you still ends up with the number 1 overall pick. Like
Yeah,
it
I
is
think
the
it was
worst
funny with Pat
possible scenario.
McAfee. Yeah, Pat McAfee was just in Clown Town, and everyone in his podcast went Clown Town, Clown Town, Clown Town, like, and they just like went off on a riff. Clown Town. Dude,
Yeah,
that was
it's
such a
fucking.
W, dude. And listen, here's the
I
thing.
love it.
I don't give a shit about Carson Wentz, but I do care about Matt Ryan, and I do want him to get a ring. So it wouldn't bother me very much. So I'm
I would
rooting
love
for
for the
him.
Colts to start winning a football game here and there.
Bro,
Yeah, no,
Jack's
I don't have
prediction for
any
the
ill will
Colts.
towards the Colts.
Bro,
I
Jack's
like Matt
prediction for the
Ryan.
Colts is
I
going to
do.
be
I love
awful.
Matt Ryan very, very much.
Jack's prediction for the Colts: finish fourth in the entire conference. Finish
That
first
was
in the
not
division.
by record. That was by being the worst division winner. I would
No,
like to put that out there.
I understand that, but now
Okay.
they're 0-1-1.
Oh,
So
being
that
with
prediction's
the
looking terrible.
NFC East, Jack. You want to talk about winning, being the king of shit mountain? Come on,
Dude,
come on.
don't act like the AFC South isn't also shit mountain.
I'm gonna
The
be honest.
Giants beat the Titans.
I think the Jacksonville Jaguars are winning the division right now. At this rate, they're gonna win it.
Okay.
They're the only team that has a win right now.
Wait,
And
Alex.
and
Can
the
we get
Titans
a
are down by
rewind
like
sound effect?
17
What did
right
you
now.
say?
The
Record
Jaguars
scratch.
are the only team in the NFC or AFC South to the win, and the Titans are down 10. There is no way that the Jaguars lose
Hey,
that 1-win lead.
The Titans
There's
have
no
also
way.
played the juggernaut that is the New York Football Giants, and also the Buffalo Bills, which are an okay football team.
Yeah.
Hold your
Dude.
horses there, bud.
So wait, what was your Alex? What was your prediction?
As a joke, I'm gonna predict that the Jaguars are winning the division. As a joke, I'm
Can you
making this it's a
can
joke.
you
It's a joke.
can you do me a favor? Can you write down your crack dealer like on a sticky note and give it to me? And can you tell him in advance that I'll pay him double, because this is some good shit.
Yeah, it's shit. All right.
Next game. Oh, you're saying Jack?
I would love to give my spiel on Giants Panthers when we get there.
That's after this game. So Bucks Saints.
What I thought.
It's Marshawn Lattimore versus Mike Evans again. V10
Oh yeah.
now.
Hey, wait.
They just love fighting.
I have one thing to add here. Whenever I play touch football with one of my better friends, we always
Wait,
fake
what?
fight.
Hold up.
I said better.
Friends.
I
Hold up,
said better.
So you're saying
I did not say best. I
Okay,
said
good.
better.
Okay, but that implies that
Anyway,
they're better than us.
with that out of the way,
Alex puts on his simp lips.
Alex is like, "Do I need to suck you off again?" Um,
Oh god.
I'll pay you. What do you want?
Yo, what the fuck, man?
Speaking of that, happy old day, but late.
Yeah, I'm old.
Yeah. But they just love to fight each other like that.
Oh, literally.
I think they're just great friends that just think it's funny. But also my opponent in fantasy had Mike Evans, and boy, am I glad that he got ejected right before Tom Brady remembered how to throw a football. That is all.
It's like Tom Brady got resurrected after Mike Evans got ejected.
Mhm.
I don't know what to say. I didn't watch the game highlights.
It was ugly for the Saints. It was horrible, dude. Horrible.
Jameis out.
It was what, a pick six, a touchdown, and 2 field goals that they got.
Maybe.
I know they had a defensive touchdown. I'm pretty sure it was a pick six.
Yeah, it was a pick
I
six.
don't know. I couldn't go
Remind-
bother my Saints fan friend about it, but he didn't want to talk about it because it was that ugly.
Yeah.
This rivalry reminds me of I know Odell and what was it, Crabtree had like had that one scuffle. This
Norman.
is more of
No, you
like,
mean
or
Akeem
Norman, yeah.
Talib and Crabtree. It was
Crabtree.
Akeem Talib.
No,
Oh,
well,
yeah.
Crabtree had one with everyone.
Yeah, this thing
Yeah.
reminds me. If you want a better one, like probably Cam Jordan and Cam Newton, where it was like every matchup, they just like it was like they just hated each other, and every matchup it would just be like it wouldn't even be them fighting; it would turn into them fighting, and then both teams would just start brawling each other in an entertaining fashion. Don't condone fighting, but I'm just saying it was really entertaining.
It's funny that
Um,
you mention a sorry ass retriever like Crabtree.
Hey.
Don't you ever talk
Hey.
about me? But yeah, it was just one of the things where like you get those two people in a room and they just don't like each other. I don't know what the beef is over. I don't. But
Bro,
it's
it's
football.
like the
What are you
Golden
gonna do?
rivals.
Tate Jalen Ramsey.
Okay, shut up. Shut the fuck up.
Golden
That's
Tate
like-
like a million years old.
Yeah, he's out of the league now.
Yeah.
That's like when the Giants have this guy. He was an undrafted free agent, and he turned out to be like a very good lineman for some reason. But he's bounced around. He started at right tackle for them when he came in, and then moved to center because they just needed a center, and then he turned out to just be a very good center. He goes by Nick Gates, right?
Mm-hmm.
When the Giants played the Rams a while ago, he was
Yeah.
just routinely picking fights with Aaron fucking Donald.
Oh,
This
dear
undrafted bum was just getting in scuffles with Donald like every play, and it was beautiful.
It's like the equivalent of when you go to prison, you have to punch the biggest guy on the yard.
Like, there is a reason that man is my captain. Like, he was a captain last year, and then he got hurt like super early on, but still, go.
That's great. That's amazing.
Yes, but have you seen the picture in the Super Bowl of Aaron Donald standing next to Trent Brown? Dude, Aaron Donald looked like a 5-year-old holding a cookie. Dude,
Donald
Aaron,
is tall for a defensive tackle, both
Dude.
in like height and in like width, because he's just like 0% body fat.
Yeah.
dude. Oh my god.
Anyway, the Panthers are bad and stupid. The Giants are bad and stupid.
No, the
The
Giants,
Giants
the best
played a
team in the
game
league.
that neither team deserved to win, and are now the biggest fraud of a 2-0 team I have ever seen. As a Giants fan, I don't care about them winning, actually, which I think is more of a testament to how bad the offense was. The points, like the first 2 field goals, came off of turnovers, and the fact that they didn't score more than a field goal was frustrating.
Mm-hmm.
The touchdown drive was all right, but then the offense went back to not being able to do too much. They were okay on third down. The defense has looked better than expected, but I'm not encouraged. And what I'm worried about is that this is going to be like a 2016 situation, especially because the schedule only gets easier from here. I mean, Dak's out next week. They're probably going to lose because it's Monday night, and the Giants on primetime is never good. But the schedule gets easier from here. If the Giants make their way into the playoffs somehow, it's going to be a worse result than what happened against the Packers a few years ago.
Tom Brady
Or- It's
doesn't
gonna be
lose in the Super
so
Bowl this
ugly.
time.
Or it's going to be a 2007 masterpiece. Tom
No.
Coughlin's
Yeah.
coming back. The
He's
Giants
gonna-
will win the
yeah.
See,
Super
the
Bowl.
problem with that is those teams were okay, and they had a good quarterback playing for them.
Eli Manning's coming out of retirement. Then what more can you ask for?
He did just try out for the Penn State football team.
The what?
Chad Powers, baby. Watch. There's an episode of like Eli's Places.
Hmm.
Just watch it later. It's beautiful. It's actually like iconic. Chad Powers is a lifestyle.
So I'm just gonna
that
throw
is
this
all.
out there. The Giants are one out of possibly 6 teams going 2-0. Those teams being the Chiefs, again the Giants, the Bucks,
Bills.
the Bills, possibly, the Dolphins, and the Eagles, possibly.
Don't get me wrong. I want
Vikings.
the Titans to win this, but if you Josh Allen's gonna fucking He's gonna just be the predator, and he's just gonna obliterate everything in its path.
That's why every Giants fan had a record prediction of like 7 or 8 wins for the most part, just because the schedule was easy.
I mean, yeah,
They all thought that the team was bad, very bad, which is such a funny combination. Like, the team is actively so much worse than last year, but just looking at the teams they play, yeah, I'll win a few football games. Why not?
Yeah. All right. Next one, Jack's not gonna like very much, but May is going to like a lot. It is garbage quarterback versus garbage quarterback. It's the Patriots versus Steelers, baby.
Hey,
Thoughts?
don't disrespect Mac like that.
Big
Come
Mac
on.
Jones. All right, anyway.
No,
No,
it's
there's an S at the end of your Jones, sir. You can't do that.
Said it
You have to
wrong.
say Jones.
All right, Big Mac
but I
Jones.
feel like we've covered this enough. I think we can move on. Personally,
No,
I am.
Jack, I want to hear your thoughts.
So let me
Jack.
paint the
I wanna hear
scene. So
my thoughts. Okay. So funny enough, I actually don't remember who gave up the touchdown to Aguilar, but I would not be surprised if it was Akella Witherspoon.
check. I have it on my phone.
Yesterday.
I'm looking. 1 second.
It's crazy what happens when you don't have Joe Hayden next to you, huh? But anyway,
His number is 25.
So Alex.
Is that a color Witherspoon?
So Alex.
So
Basically.
he's just as garbage as he was on the Niners.
Okay, that's actually he wasn't garbage on either team really. He's not great, and he's definitely not a CB1, but he was a very decent CB2.
He got torched every week for us. I'm actually pissed.
Yeah, well, if he's the best.
Dude, who was that guy on the Chiefs that was so bad that
Sorensen?
Oh, dude,
The white guy who played safety?
I wasn't gonna say white guy. I just wanted to I wasn't gonna get that involved, but he was ass. Is all I'm gonna say.
The wannabe Eric Weddle. Except
he's on the Saints
Eric
now,
Weddle is good.
That makes sense.
I don't know.
Anyway, Mitch Trubisky is bad. Start Kenny Pickett. I don't want to watch the Steelers anymore. This is very sad. Until Pickett comes into the game, there's no point in watching.
Okay.
The defense is hurt a lot by TJ Watt being out, even though Minka has played out of his mind so far. Without TJ Watt, suddenly that secondary can be attacked a lot easier because you don't have possibly the best edge rusher in the league up front.
Nick Bosa? The fuck? No, I'm kidding.
Alexander. Anyway, and Trubisky also the thing with Trubisky is not only is he just horrible to watch, he also is just boring even when he does do something. He's thrown to Pickens 3 times. Pickens has 3 catches, I think. More targets than that, yes, but he's been invisible after having so much hype out of camp for how well he and Pickett worked together and how good they looked.
What would your honest reaction be if they started Pickett this? Would you think that he would be a better upgrade? Because a rookie quarterback always to me is like deer in the headlights. I was scared for Mac to start over Cam.
It's very similar to me. Obviously, different players involved. Very similar to when I, as a Giants fan last year, was begging to see Jake Fromm over Mike Glennon.
Giraffe.
What?
Giraffe.
Yeah. Because you don't expect Pickett to be better than Trubisky. You expect him to be watchable. And you want him to get experience. Yeah, so you didn't want Fromm to get experience because you knew he didn't have a future as a quarterback. But you want Pickett to get experience. And you want to watch a football game.
Are you calling Kiss and Titties watchable, though? Because I wouldn't.
I am not, actually. That's the exact opposite of what I was saying.
Trubisky's
okay.
peak is that one tweet. That is the top of his NFL career. Is that one tweet? That's it. He's done. You know what? That tweet and his MVP is the highlight of his career.
He's cooked.
All right, quick fire. I don't actually know anything about this game, but Falcons Rams. I just know the Rams.
Wait, the Rams had to absolutely. The Rams probably crucified them once they unloaded.
No,
They-
the Rams
they
tried.
only
The
won-
Rams,
they only
they
won
were
by
up
4.
28-3 at one point, and they tried to choke.
Yeah, the Falcons came in
Holy
the 4th tie.
crap! L.A.,
Yeah.
what's you good, BB? What's going on?
Yeah, they kind of
Super
sucked
Bowl
in the second
hangover.
half. Yeah.
Oh,
Wait till we
sense.
play them. We're gonna fucking thrash them. Hopefully, if we don't thrash them, I'm gonna cry. Next game, Seahawks Niners. Seahawks are going 2-15, with that one being against the 49ers. Yeah.
Seahawks are such a bad team. I don't know how they beat the Broncos, but the Broncos
here's
clearly
thing,
aren't
though.
very good
I
either.
can definitely see Seattle beating the Niners because they've won the past 17 of 21, 16 of 21 matchups.
Pete Carroll doesn't have any other schedule on a schedule list. It's just when he plays the 49ers. He prepares the
Literally,
entire year for
I'm
it.
dead serious, bro. The last time we beat them, other than this past week, was 2019 Week 16.
Yeah.
So we clinched the division and clinched the 1 seed that week. And then we made it to the Super Bowl and choked a 10-point lead with 5 minutes to go against the Chiefs. So, is it really that? Yeah. Bengals Cowboys, fuck the Cowboys.
How? Okay.
Broncos.
The Bengals defense is horrible.
Yeah, they're awful.
Like, we knew that they were playing well above their talent before.
Hey,
Same with the offensive line.
Beat
They're
Mahomes,
back to
that's credit
normal.
enough.
No, it's not. No.
I mean, they lost to the Trubisky Steelers and the Cooper Rush Cowboys.
Cowboys, yeah.
They got toasted by Noah Brown.
I can hear Stephen A. screaming as we speak.
It was ugly.
Yeah,
And I love to see it. Not because I love Joe Burrow. I love the Bengals
No,
offense.
I love Joe Burrow.
Great.
I do not like the Bengals, and I definitely don't like some players on the Bengals defense. I will not name names, and I will not elaborate.
Name them. Name drop them right now.
Nope.
They're listening,
Is it 'cause
Alex.
Is it because they injured a Giant?
The entire Bengals defense are
No,
listening
Thad
to our
Moss got
specific podcast.
I also, and my thing with the Thad Moss thing and the Kayvon Thibodeau thing, Thibodeau and Azeez Ojulari should be back next week, so the Giants should have an edge rush. But the thing with the Thad Moss thing was not that it was dirty, but it was just bad. Like, his intent was not to injure him. But if you're gonna pretend to be an NFL player, at least be somewhat capable in throwing that block.
Dude, that's so.
What'd you guys? Wait,
He
who'd you say
flopped
was
like
back?
a dead fish. What?
Who'd you say was back? Azeez
Kayvon
Ojulari.
Thibodeau and Azeez Ojulari should be back next week.
Oh, okay.
Dude,
every
did
single
that
time
stab you
say
took at
Azeez Ojulari,
Thad, bro?
think
Oh,
of
I felt
Azeez
that, dude.
Al-Shaair from the Niners linebacker. I always think of that.
You say that like Azeez Ojulari isn't a much higher profile player,
He is,
despite playing for the Giants.
he is. No, I'm not saying that, but because I'm
Yeah.
a Niners fan, I only
I got
I
you.
get confused. Okay.
But yeah, I mean, considering that the
Wow.
Giants are also 2-0 without either starting edge rusher, and the Giants have zero depth at edge rusher too.
Not even their final form.
Yeah, I guess.
Right,
And Wan'Dale Robinson also was out this week, so it'll be cool to have him back.
Woo.
By the way, if you want a fun fact about the Giants as well, while we're at it,
Okay.
Kenny Golladay got 2 snaps this week. He was effectively
Jesus,
completely
dude.
replaced by David Sills.
Bro, whose man is the bro? Kenny Galladay ass.
By the way,
actually
I don't know if
garbage.
you remember David Sills, but he was famous as a quarterback prospect who then flamed out and moved to receiver and bounced around practice squads, was on the Giants practice squad for years, cracked the active roster because he has chemistry with Jones, and is now starting football games as a direct replacement for the highest cap hit receiver in the league in Kenny Golladay.
Giants
If the Giants didn't have a surprisingly talented receiving core, what with Richie James playing out of his mind somehow and leading the team.
James is so good, bro, right now.
He's leading the team in receptions and yards despite playing half the snaps.
Bro, he was actually decent for us though. He wasn't that bad.
I mean, he's looked pretty all right. They have Tony, they have Shepard's looking good. They have Robinson when healthy.
Slayton.
They have Slayton as ass cheeks, but that's okay. There's got to be one, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
But like, insane.
Yeah.
I I don't know, man. You know what? If he can't earn a spot on this team, just cut him now. I don't care about the dead cap.
Yeah. Screw up. Texans Broncos. Russell Wilson is hot garbage.
He's not hot garbage, but that team is hot garbage.
Yeah.
I
Russell
was
Wilson's
so
good. It's
happy
just
about
that
him
team is
going to a good
terrible.
team, and I'm sad.
I would
Bro,
like to say that I feel like I was right in a lot of ways about
Yeah, you
everything I've
did.
said about
Okay.
Russ for the past couple of years.
They're just not letting him
Yeah.
cook, guys.
Let Russ cook.
Yeah.
Broncos country.
That's right.
That's right. Cardinals and Raiders. I heard Kyler played like ass.
Yeah, and then he like tried.
Yeah.
Like towards the end of the game, he actually kind of turned it on. But
Hey, bro. Listen, it's a COD
But,
XP
like-
weekend. Give him some slack.
it is.
I think so. Maybe.
Holy shit! Really?
I think so.
It's crazy. Also, there's a new COD coming out soon, so
Yeah, Kyler's screwed. Oh god.
because Modern Warfare 2 is coming out soon, right?
Yeah.
So the
Original
Cardinals
Modern
might
Warfare
go.
2 is the best, but
Cardinals might go
Yeah.
0-17.
Oh no. Wait, 0-17. They won a game.
Shut up.
They'll
They'll figure out how to lose it.
Bears Packers.
oh,
absolute
dude,
destruction.
chill.
It gets disqualified because Kyler was taking PEDs. Turns out those PEDs were just like steroids that help with like reaction time.
Or, think about it, growth hormones. Because he's a toddler.
Yike.
Now, I'm shorter than Kyler Murray, but he is still a
I'm not.
toddler compared to other NFL quarterbacks. And then, finally, Packers Bears.
Don't even
know.
get
That
me,
was-
dude. I have one
I
thing
mean-
and one thing only. Montgomery is the Bears' entire offense. Justin Fields, he
The Bears
I'm
are
done.
cheeks.
I'm
Okay,
done,
let me
dude.
just
And
throw this
of course-
stat out there.
Nope.
Can I?
Of course, it takes Aaron Rodgers playing the Bears for him to look sort of normal again. But I fully expect the Packers to go back to not being that good of a team next week.
Yeah. Let me just throw this out there. Justin Fields was 7 for 11, 70 yards and 1 interception.
Well, he would have had a similar stat line to that against the Niners if not for that one like 50-yard play with the blown coverage.
All right. We don't need to go back to week 1, Jack.
No, but didn't he? No, but I'm dead serious. Didn't he have?
He was really bad.
He ended with like 121 yards that game, right?
Something like that.
That one like 51-yard touchdown. You take that away.
Literally.
That's like the same stat line.
Well, why did our secondary have to suck donkey?
Okay, in fairness to Fields, he did extend that play well.
bro.
In fairness
we
to
shouldn't
your
tackle
point,
him.
there's no reason that a receiver shouldn't have had a defender within like 15 yards of him.
And of course it was freaking Dante Pettis, bro. Like, what the
Right?
hell?
Dude, Dante
Of
Pettis,
course.
elite, actually. The NFL
Dude.
teams just don't know what they have in Dante Pettis. He's a
Yes.
unit. He threw a completion to Daniel, quote unquote, Odell Beckham Jr. Jones last year. I mean, that's all you need from a man. He was like the Giants' leading receiver for like most of the season, despite being out for the season early on.
Yo, that just proves your team sucks.
I did you ever hear me say that last year's Giants did not suck?
So yeah, Justin Fields was 8 for 17, 121 yards, 2 touchdowns, and an interception against the.
Yeah. So how long was that one touchdown?
Hold up, let me figure this out. Hold up.
Long, I'm assuming.
Touchdown. Hold up.
It should be shown as the long in the box score. But I also think it might have been Pettis' only catch.
Hold up. I have to figure. Was it this one? I think it was this one. No, that was Economius St. Brown. 51 yards, Dante Pettis. Yep.
Mm-hmm. All right. So let's do some math together. 121
We
minus
still would've lost
51.
that game.
Is that 7 for 16 for 70 yards? So yet again, 7 completions for 70 yards.
Maybe.
Justin Fields, man.
Ass.
I don't know what the Bears offense is doing, but it's not good.
Can I just say that, yeah, Jack, you were right. That was Dante Pettis' only catch, and he had the most receiving yards on the team. That
Over double the next highest receiver.
Fuck the Niners secondary, bro. What the fuck, man?
One play lost that game.
But no, not even one play, because it still would have been 12.
I mean, momentum exists.
What is this animation?
Yeah.
Don't ask. Don't question it. Just let it be.
What happened?
ESPN did some stupid shit. Don't worry about
I
it.
need you to be more specific.
Okay, that's all the games. So far, the Titans are up 24-7, and the Eagles are up 14-7.
No. The Titans are losing 24-7.
Sorry, the Bills are up 24-7, and the Eagles.
The Titans
are
are not good.
No. Ryan Tannehill balled out in 100 seconds.
We're gonna do quick for this because we got 10 minutes. We're gonna go over after week 2 predictions. We should have done this earlier, but we didn't do the podcast yet. But we're gonna do week 2 predictions for the rest of the season: MVP, Offensive Player of the Year, Defensive Player of the Year, Coach of the Year.
Okay.
We'll do Rookie of the Year, Offensive Rookie of the Year, Defensive Rookie of the Year, and then
as well
Comeback Player of the Year next week.
Next week, okay.
Next week, so we'll
got you.
But MVP, who do y'all have?
I feel like this is an easy choice for me, actually,
Yeah,
but
this is very easy.
I'm going with Josh Allen.
I
was also going to say Josh Allen.
I'm going with Jimmy Garoppolo.
Okay, let's be serious now.
Yeah.
Your legal team has just informed you to conclude this conversation.
Of course, it's Josh Allen. He's the best quarterback in the league right now.
I mean, Mahomes has been off to a pretty good start.
No.
I know that you're a certified Mahomes disliker because of that Super Bowl, but
yes.
Mahomes, I honestly, what I would not be surprised is the Bills have started off hot. Sometimes they just don't put it together as an offense. If they have a stretch like that and the Chiefs stay being the Kansas City Chiefs, it's very possible that Mahomes overtakes them.
I don't think the receiving core is that hot. I think the receiving core is going to die down with Mahomes.
I like their receiving core.
I do not like Juju Smith.
I like Sky Moore. I like MVS. I think having Juju as a 4th option is not a bad way to be.
Is Juju actually the 4th option though?
Okay, no, but he should be.
Do they still have Flash Gordon under contract, or was that a 1-year deal?
It's a 1-year deal. I think he's elevated. He was on the Titans practice squad, right? So he's playing tonight because he was elevated.
That dude has bounced around so many times. I feel so bad for him. Flash Gordon. Josh Gordon.
Wait, Josh Gordon's on the
Flash.
Day off.
I'm gonna create a video and it's just gonna be that freaking clip over and over again.
Holy crap, Titans.
Wait, Josh Gordon's actually playing for the Titans? No, he's not. No, he's not.
He's not? Did I make that up?
Oh shit, you're right.
I did not make that up. Crazy.
I don't think he's gotten playing time though.
No, but he's active today, yeah.
Dear God. Dude, when the hell did Josh Gordon get back into the league? I'm gonna be honest, bro.
He's appealed 5 times. He's got accepted 5 times. No offense to Josh Gordon, he's a good guy, but no offense to this following statement. But I think he has a substance abuse problem, and no offense, and I love him.
100%. A little bit. Anyway, on to a more lighthearted topic.
Offensive Player of the Year.
Anyone?
In making this not the same as the MVP pick.
Yeah, it's hard to not say Josh Allen. I'm going to stay with Josh Allen.
I'm going to be honest. I know this is a very unpopular pick. But if he does continue his play, it might be Tua. If he can bro, he threw for 6 touchdowns.
You're not smoking crack here. I can see that. Weirdly, I can see that happening.
No.
But this is also the kind of stuff that would have been said about Teddy Bridgewater and Tyrod Taylor last year. Because they started off like it's just like Tua and Wentz this year, where they started off as like the two best quarterbacks in football through like 3 weeks. Oh, and Sam Darnold was up there too. And then they fell off. And you
But-
cannot tell me that Tua on talent is as good as the Dolphins offense has been producing.
I'm gonna be honest though.
I turn that shit off.
None of
Come on.
none of those like quarterbacks that you just mentioned had as much talent as the Dolphins do at receiver.
Okay, what happens when like you face a team that has the talent and the game plan to cover at least one of them, if not both, consistently?
Who? I want to know who could do that.
You have one shutdown corner, and then you have a defensive coordinator that knows he can rely on that one corner,
But I want to know
doubles
who
the
that
other guy,
shutdown
and that
corner is.
what?
It depends on who the shutdown corner is. If it's Jalen Ramsey, he's getting freaking torched. Saw what just Stephon Diggs did to him.
Okay.
You've Tyreek Hill. He's fast.
And Jalen Waddle.
And Jalen Waddle,
And
he's also
Gesicki.
fast.
Anyway, my point is Tua will not maintain the production that we've seen from him.
I think he might.
And he will certainly not maintain not getting picked off much.
Jack, what if he's listening
Yeah.
right now? What if you're just giving him fuel?
Oh,
Yeah.
good.
Bulletin
I mean,
board
he seems
material.
like a good dude. I want the best for him. I just
After he wins the Super Bowl, his post game's just gonna be, I did this because I wanted to prove Jack wrong.
Dolphins are going what 20-0?
Damn.
Yeah.
Part 2.
No, actually, the
Yeah.
Giants are going 20 now. Anyway, defensive player of the year. Obvious pick, Aaron.
Matt Judon. No, it's a joke. Let's see here.
The most consistent pick would probably be Aaron Donald because TJ Watt is out.
That's such a
I-
gimme.
Or
My
Micah
pick would have been
Parsons.
TJ Watt if he was healthy.
Yeah,
My
it
pick
would
now
be-
is Myles Garrett because he and TJ
Really?
Watt are kind of a 1A, 1B as far as best pass rushers. And pass rushers always get favored in that sort of thing. Like, if
Okay.
Landon Collins couldn't win it in like 2016, you can't tell me a DB is going to win it like ever.
Okay, I would think it would be TJ Watt if he was healthy, Aaron Donald, or Micah Parsons.
Okay.
Well, I mean, Micah was. I mean, if TJ Watt didn't have the year he had, I mean, Micah Parsons.
I think
maybe
if
could've
TJ
won
Watt
last
didn't have the
year.
year he had, it probably would have gone to Garrett. A lot of people had
What?
Myles Garrett as having a better season than TJ Watt did last year. Just didn't have the sexy sack record numbers.
So,
I mean, myself included. I
I'm-
thought Garrett had a better season last year.
I'm gonna say Fletcher Cox and drop the mic.
Hold on, how many
I like your funny words.
Three
I
first and
like
one
your
first
funny
fumble,
words, Magic Man.
16 sacks.
Sex?
Not yet, after.
What do you have been? I mean,
Yeah. Myles Garrett, dude, kind of a dog.
No, he's a fucking king. That guy's dope.
Like, I hate the Browns. Wish Myles Garrett was on another team.
I mean,
Myles Garrett is absolutely deserving.
no,
Of, like, he's a 99 in Madden, right?
yeah, because
That's one of the few ratings that I can absolutely fully get behind. Like 100%.
okay, I want to check something real quick. Can I? Can I do single season?
Mike Vrabel is just not living life right now.
So
How was this Titans team the 1 seed last year?
I have no clue. They're garbage.
King Henry.
Okay.
If I do
Anyway,
football and then comparison. Hold up. I want to compare two people. Myles Garrett. I'm going to compare Nick Bosa.
So while he's talking, hey Jack, did you see who the Bears played last week?
I did actually.
Dude, that's insane. So it must have been a pretty shocking, awing performance. What happened?
Um. So, basically, Niners won by 1,000,000, right?
Yeah. Oh, I'm
Right.
assuming they did. Who?
They had
They?
to have.
Yeah. Are you kidding me?
Go
I mean,
fuck
look at those
yourself,
two teams.
both of you.
Damn, that's crazy.
Like, dude, can you
Y'all are
imagine a
dicks.
team with Colin Kaepernick, Randy Moss, Frank Gore? Like, could you
Yo,
against what?
quit
Joe
it.
Flo, like
Yo,
a
May.
Pizza Hut
Hey May.
spokesperson
Hey May. Hey May.
for the
You,
as
hey
Pizza Hut
May. Hey
spokesperson for
May.
the
Yo,
if I just
May.
keep talking,
You
you're gonna
went
have to
against
keep
the
saying, "Hey
Giants
May."
with Randy Moss and Wes Welker. I don't want to hear any of that shit. You went against the Giants with one of the greatest teams of all time. Get the fuck out of here.
You comparing the Giants with Joe Flacco Ravens is
I'm not
certainly a
comparing
decision.
those two teams. I'm saying that the Patriots had arguably the greatest team of all time and lost to the Giants. We had one of the best teams in the league, but the Ravens had one of the best defenses in the league. Don't want to hear
Haha,
shit.
career special teamer makes funny play, Giants win. That's my
Um,
summary of Super Bowl 42
so
anyway.
I just want to say,
Hold up. I just like to say
Wait, that's
this.
actually a summary of the Niners Ravens Super Bowl.
Can I
Special teamer
just?
makes funny play, Ravens win.
I want to die.
That
I just want
hurts.
to make this clear real quick.
Actually,
Nick
Alex,
Bosa. Hold up.
Alex,
Nick
while I'm at
Bosa.
it, actually, special teamers making funny plays is a common theme in Niners games. I mean, Hufanga,
That's true. Fungus nuts.
right?
Anyway, Nick Bosa had 7 more solo tackles and 6 less assisted tackles. He had just 1 less QB hit. He had 4 more tackles for loss and half a sack less. He had three more forced fumbles, 1 less fumble recovery, 1 less touchdown. They both had 0 interceptions. I don't even think Myles Garrett, and I'm saying this is a biased Niners fan, I don't think coming from these stats that Myles Garrett had a better season than Nick Bosa.
I'm saying this as a biased Niners fan. Okay, moving on.
But I'm being dead serious. Like, those stats are like.
Watch the two.
Yeah, bro, Nick Bosa is one of the best. Bro, no.
It's the same thing I said to you when you were shitting on Max Crosby before.
Max Crosby is
Just
ass,
watch
bro.
them,
He's
and then
ass.
every time you say no.
He's ass. He's ass.
So we continue having these conversations.
Myles
Hut,
Garrett
hut.
is ass. Nick Bosa, the GOAT.
Hut, hut.
Hut,
but I
Pizza
really-
Hut.
Speaking of ass, you know how you're talking about Tua for MVP? You know who's up there in passing yards with him?
Joe Flacco?
Joe Flacco and
Joe
Carson Wentz.
Flacco!
Super Bowl winning quarterbacks, baby.
I want to die. We shouldn't have lost. We shouldn't have freaking lost. It was a Ray Lewis send-off. It was rigged.
Jacoby
It was
Jones.
rigged. It was a Ray Lewis send-off. It had to be rigged.
Yeah,
Who's
that's
mad
why
that
the
Ray
lights
Lewis-
went off.
No.
It's definitely not that the Niners went on a tear after the lights went off.
No, because the Ravens should have never. We did not lose to Joe Flacco. We lost to Jacoby, whatever his name is. Jacoby Jones. We lost to Jacoby
Jack.
Jones. We
Hey,
did not
Jack.
lose to Joe Flacco. No.
Hey Jack, what not seeing a Lombardi does to an MF?
I've actually
Damn straight.
I've actually been to the Niners Stadium and seen 5 Lombardis, which is more than Jack can say. So fuck off.
How many did you see your team win?
I've seen my team make
Not
Super
using
Bowls.
YouTube.
I actually have a DVD showing all 5 Niners Super Bowls, so 5, you dickhead.
Okay, how
Yeah,
many
they
have they
got the
won
DVD.
in your lifetime?
I was actually like a Sentinel being before, since like 1981, so I've seen all 5 of them.
Interesting. That's
Yeah.
cute. Anyway, May's seen more Patriots Super Bowls than your team has Super Bowls in his lifetime.
That's because they cheated and, they beat
Yeah?
up on worse opponents, so...
Okay. Oh yeah, worse opponents, like maybe a team led by Joe Flacco, perhaps, and like a really old
They
linebacker.
didn't they lose to Joe Flacco in the playoffs, though?
They
like,
did. We did.
Exactly. So
Listen, I don't hate on Joe Flacco like you do.
You lost to them, too. So why
I don't
don't
hate
you
on
cut
Joe
the
Flacco
crap?
like you do.
We both lost to Joe Flacco. Fuck off.
I didn't.
You actually lost to Joe Flacco. We lost to Jacoby Myers. Or
Yeah,
Jacoby
but
Jones. So there's a
listen.
difference.
Yeah, you want to know what the difference is? When we lost to Joe Flacco, Brady still had rings on his finger. You lost to Joe
Okay.
Flacco with nothing else to give.
Okay, so I'm gonna be honest. Tom Brady is an L of a quarterback, and Jimmy Garoppolo is way better.
Hut
What do
Hut
you think about
Pizza Hut.
that? You lost to a
Alright.
homeless man named Eli
Glad
Manning.
this has devolved.
Yep. All right. Friend of the podcast. Thank you guys for watching. Have a nice day. And bye.